What's up, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading. I don't know if I've shared this message already, but it is coming up again, so I don't know who needs to hear it. Maybe you missed it the first time. Maybe you need to hear it again to be reminded of it. But I feel like whoever needs to hear this message, like when it comes to your divine masculine, your divine feminine, it doesn't matter, whatever. Whoever's listening, like whether it's your feminine, whether it's your masculine, if there's third-party energies involved, I feel like many of you need to hear that you need to protect yourself with distance, because your energy is being taken and it's being used in these karmic situations. Okay, now one big realization that's happening for many of you who have definitely pulled your energy back and you've realized what's been happening is that you've been like someone has been taking from you and sharing it out is the best way that I can put it, or is the best way that I can see it. Whether this is like sensual energy, this could be just like creative ideas, it could be like just taking your style, the way you move, and at the same time just moving in a way with you that's very deceptive. It could be ghosting, it could be cutting you off, and then this person surfaces around, takes more of your energy, and then you may not hear from them. It's like that kind of energy is what I'm getting. So I feel like this reading or these messages may have found you to let you know that this counterpart is bringing a lesson for you to be more aware of your surroundings, okay? Moon energy, it's bringing up the truth, I feel, through this message, that you need to create a lot of space and distance, okay? Whoever this is, they need to reciprocate, and they need to respect your time and your energy, and they need to most of all show up for you. I feel like many of you, without knowing it, are tolerating a lot of just really bad behavior, dark energy, for the sake of the twin flame journey, for the sake of feeling like this is some kind of spiritual connection to this person or some kind of divine counterpart. And even if it is, I feel like the lesson here that's really coming to your attention is that this person cannot be in your energy. You have to take your power back, or this is a situation that only you can take into your hands, okay? It's a good time to reach out to your guides and let them know to shield you, okay? Shield you while you gain the strength to detach from this person. And for some of you, I feel like you don't owe any explanation, so please don't go typing up any paragraphs ready to send it to this person about how you're getting ready to depart and stuff like that, because all of that too is like, I feel like energy that you need to like get rid of, okay? That layer, it needs to be shed, because that's what they're using against you, is that attachment or this need to like have them, or this need for them to do right by this connection in some way. I feel like many of you need to move through this dark energy and realize that it may be some kind of obstacle that's presenting itself on your journey. Okay, it may not be pleasant to hear as well. This is shadow energy. This could be that naive part of you that you really don't want to acknowledge that's there, that this lesson is trying to teach you. So you keep maybe trying to overpour or overgive, but you're giving to somebody that's like siphoning or taking your energy and giving it to other people. And they're trying to either mimic you, copy you in some way. I'm hearing, though, that they don't know what to do with your energy and they don't know how to handle it. They may be misusing it. But all of that is leaving you depleted. And I feel like the secret here that's coming out in this reading is that shift the energy here. Take your power back. Distance yourself. Disappear like a thief into the night is what I'm getting. Disappear like a thief into the night. Maybe thief, like taking your energy back. Like if someone tried to steal from you. I'm not going to use all these cards, guys, but I will take what's at the top and what's at the bottom. I can't ignore the gifts as well, because that's what I feel is being taken from you, or like it's like your energy or your gifts aren't as clear since you've been exchanging energy with this person, or since you've had them around or in your life. Like many of you need to experience on your twin flame journey, like what it means to have that strong cutoff game. And this person is teaching you that so that you can use it in many other areas of your life. And that's why oftentimes our twin flames, it's like they really do come disguised in like, you know, the craziest way possible. It's like they're so like euphoric in the sense where we're so attracted to them, we're so magnetized to them, but then it's like, you get that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde where then they bring these lessons to the table. It's like, don't, completely ever let your guard down. And that's what I feel like your divine masculine may be bringing to the table, your divine feminine may be bringing to the table here. It's like, don't ever let your guard all the way down. Many of you need to protect your gifts, the abundance that you've been given, and get back into that celebratory energy. Because I feel like ever since this person has started to come into your life, take from you, and then leave, you feel depleted in some way, but then when they come back, they kind of refill you in a sense. I feel like that was never you. Like, you were just always full on your own. You were always able to give yourself. But ever since they've been coming in and out of your life, it just feels like your power source has been interrupted. Your garden that is usually very green and very well groomed and taken care of, all of a sudden your flowers are starting to brown. You don't know why there's spots showing up on this plant. Pay attention to stuff like that, because somebody coming into your energy and like kind of like just really like I can see it in my head. I'm just trying to put it into words. I keep seeing, like, in that Goosebumps theme song, Goosebumps is a show here in Canada. And then the energy is moving through town, the dark energy, and the lady's all happy on the billboard. And then once the shadow energy moves through her, she gets all like, she looks like she's like extremely tired, and like her hair gets all like, raggedy. So that's what I feel like. Okay. I feel like that energy was kind of like moving through and really taking a lot of your gifts, putting you out of that celebratory energy. So be very aware of that. Be very mindful of that. Okay. A lot of you are getting messages to alchemize that energy. Okay. Ask your spirit guides for help as well. And you guys might say, or maybe you might wonder like what that means to alchemize the energy. It means to take like all of the bad stuff that's happening to you and use it as strength to get through. Like, don't just sit there like a victim and cry, not that there's anything wrong with, having compassion for ourselves and expressing emotion. But I feel like there's only so much of that we can do or we can feel. Okay. Part of you is being called to reach out to your ancestors. Like, a lot of you might be kind of naive in the sense where it's like you might be scared to like send energy back, and you might be so naive to the point where you're like, everything is like, love and light and peace, and always love and look to the light. And it's like, I feel like you've been targeted in a sense because you're not embracing your shadow side. And if you're not going to embrace your shadow side, then it's like you kind of have all of your guards down. There's no protection whatsoever. Okay. Because you're not acknowledging the side of you that gets attacked. It's like when our kids get bullied and then we teach them to ignore the bullies. Me personally, I would never tell my kid to do that. I would tell them to speak up. And like, that's often how you deal with a bully, is just to confront them then and there on the spot. Like, say something, don't let that opportunity slip by for somebody to do you dirty. So that's what I feel like may be coming up for a lot of you who have been feeling like, you're at a standstill. You don't know what to do. You might feel a lot of passion for this person, but just the energy is not right. And you might find yourself wrapped up in this cycle. Well, the universe is saying, ask for help. Like, let us know, we can intervene. Okay, so once you ask for assistance here, alchemize a lot of the pain that you're feeling and use it to create and pull yourself out of the mud. But that cutoff game towards whoever this is, it needs to be strong. And you need to be able to have the power to like stand up for yourself, even in the spiritual world, and be able to send things back that aren't yours. Allowing karma to dissolve on its own, but like also having the courage to speak up and to say that. Many of you just kind of assume that things are going to go, it's like, no, have the courage to speak up and acknowledge what it is that's happening to you, rather than being like just passive about it in a sense. Okay, so many of you are being called to communicate more to your ancestors, because you have ancestor guides and you have spirit guides coming up. Okay, and we have the keywords of assistance, and they're ready to help you alchemize a lot of these negative experiences. Okay, talk to them and tell them what's been happening. Okay, what else is coming up for you in terms of guidance around this energy of others crossing your boundaries, stepping into your energy, taking it, siphoning it? What else do you need the heads up on? Okay, let's take what's at the top and what's at the bottom. Okay, so distance, separation. Okay, so they're really trying to get you to see the truth here and to distance yourself or create some kind of space or boundary between you and this person. Okay, and after you do that, that's when they're going to give you the third eye clarity on exactly how to start. I feel like having more of a grounded energy in this lifetime to be able to deal with your twin flame, okay? Because many of us, I feel like we are peeling off more and more of those layers on the journey. And I, like with gifts and abundance as well coming up, I feel like many of you who have been through this cycle, there's now like this kind of warrior kind of spirit within you, that you're ready to either like, you know, take on what it is, again, with that alchemy, take on what it is you've learned and maybe share it with the collective. I'm getting teach lessons, but I'm seeing it in a way where someone's pointing their finger downward like that. So you might be teaching this person a good lesson or teaching your counterpart a good lesson. Okay, or I feel like your guides could be part of this mission as well. But somebody really mishandled your energy, or they are currently mishandling your energy. And I feel like your guides are like, we are stepping in, because they could feel you in this moon energy. You guys might think you're alone experiencing all of this kind of maybe guilt and shame around like the ghosting, the coming in and out, feeling so much emotion and passion for someone, and then continuing to stay in this cycle with them as they kind of move in and out. Many of you are getting ready to create that space and distance and get your energy back. Okay, and part of this is just learning, okay? Just learning boundaries, choosing healthy for yourself, choosing a healthier path for yourself, okay? As you're letting go, because I do want to use the Romance Angel Oracle deck here, what are you making room for when you let go of this energy that's been depleting from you and not reciprocating? Okay, face up, we have the Attraction card. So enjoying the moment fully. And that's what I feel like has been maybe lacking, or you've been missing out on, is just stopping and slowing down and just enjoying your life again. Okay, whoever this is, you're being called to rest more, relax more, slow down and notice what it is that's in front of you and what it is you ideally want. Because I think that when you stop and think about the way that this dynamic is going, because this is a strong message from your guides. They want you to stop and take a look at the energy that you're in. And I feel like many of you could be in that shadow energy, that moon energy, the dark night of the soul. You know, I feel stuck. I have a lot of passion and feelings for this person, but I'm not sure how to detach or let that go. And what that looks like is I'm not sure how to stop initiating contact. I'm not sure how to stop, you know, reigniting this with them and then give them, you know, yet another opportunity to just walk right out. That's what I feel like is happening for many of you. You're letting it go, and I feel like you're starting to realize like you're returning, like the sun is coming out, you're returning back to good health, your cheeks are rosier, you're not as maybe pale, you know, you're eating better, you're sleeping better. I don't know why I'm hearing this, but I'm getting the word sludge, okay? Many of you are getting ready to get rid of this sludge on you, and I feel like that's been the energetic, latch that your divine masculine has had on you, and that latch is the karmic's latch on your divine masculine's energy, okay? There was something about you that came in. It seemed very, very bright, very alluring. You also, in return, learned a lot of lessons from making, you know, maybe that mistake of entering, you know, a situation with karmic energies present. I feel like many of you are learning the repercussions of that through the dark night of the soul. And there's no shame in that. There's no harm in that. I feel like practice forgiveness. Realize that none of us asked for these experiences, but it's what we do with them that really counts, right? And moving with integrity and grace and with good character, it counts because the universe is watching. Always, constantly. You know, so we have to either man up and be prepared for the consequences of our actions, or just try not to fuck it up, you know, try your best not to fuck it up at all. So, I don't know who this is meant for, guys, but, you know, it's a powerful message of, it is time to release this. It's time to let it go. Stop letting somebody dog you out and take your energy. Like, the universe sees, that's why the universe is sending this message to you. It's like that tough love to be like, hey, we see what they're putting you through, but we also see that you're staying and you're not really doing nothing about it. Okay, so we're going to send this message to you to let you know it's time to cut this off and release it, because, you know, this is how you're looking. Like, the angels can see that it's like, hey, hello, do you remember that lesson that you're supposed to learn in this situation, which is to stand up and say, universe, help me out of this. It feels like I'm locked in. Get me out. Ancestors, spirit guides, help me out. Help me to alchemize this energy. I don't want to just sit here feeling drawn to my socials, staring at this divine masculine, this divine feminine with their karmic person, having the karmic person like follow me, stalk me, harass me, feeling like your energy is pulled in. Many of you need to reach out and ask for assistance and say, get me out. Okay, and then once you get out, many of you are going to be connecting to nature again, using the forces of the natural elements to protect you. Okay, you're going to be moving into more of like that healing portion of your journey. Armoring up is another word that I'm getting for many of you. So this is the part of your journey where you're going to start feeling really attracted to crystals, or exploring things like the darker ones like tourmaline, the smoky quartz as well. There's another one as well, other than the tourmaline. I think it's obsidian. But look up crystals too, and stones that are very dark, and keep it near your bed and things like that. Like, I really do feel like many of you are gearing up to ask for assistance on how to like deal with somebody's case. Okay, it's like you see through them and you see exactly what it is they're doing, and this is all for good, for the highest good, because I feel like it's also going to have kind of like a ripple effect on your person as well, in terms of what it is they're doing and what the repercussions are now that you're aware of it. Okay, so yeah, again guys, I don't know who this was meant for, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.